I've said it before, and I'll say it again, the firework archer is one of the strongest units in this game, and I am really hoping that we're going to be able to take the Dark Peasant down a peg or two by sending him to space. Please, yes, yes, perfect, he can't spear you from up there. See ya. Oh, he's back. Whoa, what? What's up, guys, and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And for today's episode, as I'm sure the title of this video suggests, the Dark Peasant is back. Some of you guys might remember the Dark Peasant from the pre-alpha, where he was probably one of the strongest units in the game, or at the very least, wildly overpowered, or he could take down entire armies by himself. And I figured if we want to test if that's still the case, why don't we have him face off against the medieval faction? Just all of them, right? They've got crosses on their shields, crosses on their armor, holy men, so maybe that'll help them stand a chance. Probably not, you know, I don't think you can really throw holy water at a problem like this, but then again, I'm not even really sure what the Dark Peasant does in this. Okay. So he still has his taint spearing abilities, but now he's got molten hot taint spears. King? Ooh, that one's right up the middle. Yeah, that's still gonna hurt tomorrow morning. The pre-alpha Dark Peasant had the glowing eyes and the smoking aura and stuff like that. That was really cool. This one is really, really creepy. And I kind of love it. Also, I didn't really see what happened there. Once again, I was a little too focused on the king's head being separated from the king's body. So we're gonna try that again, except for this time in slow motion with everybody's favorite crash test dummies, the halflings. Ooh, well, they're kind of fortunate. They're too small to get speared, so instead they just kind of sit on it. Maybe not that fortunate. You know what? I wouldn't really want to be sitting on a molten spike. So the spikes just come up out of the ground and insta-kill, like, anything. I don't think we saw anything survive the spikes last time. And then, on top of that, he doesn't attack them, so they can't damage him. Right, he flies like a Valkyrie, but the Valkyries dive down so they can get wooled. He just kind of floats around and wreaks havoc below him. So how would anybody ever kill him? Unless they're ranged units. This is, yeah, that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. We don't want to spike too many of them too close together. Oh no, oh no, the game is slowing down. What's happening? Is this hell? What? Oh, okay, there we go. What the hell happened to that halfling? It's like some of them forgot where their glasses were, so they decided to search inside their own butts for it. And then others look like a tube of toothpaste that just had a little tiny bit left, so you gotta roll it and squeeze it and kill it. So we know that his attacks look really cool, but let's be honest, one-shotting a halfling isn't all that impressive. Right? It's about as difficult as breaking glass with a brick. So what if we move up to the complete opposite end of the size spectrum and see if he can spear some mammoths? I really doubt you're gonna be able to impale Snuffy, right? He's got some thick hide with all the C's. What the hell is happening? The spears just appear. Right? They're not even coming up out of the ground, they just appear up underneath them and they can't move. How are they supposed to be able to fight him? Are you serious? It's just a gigantic wall of death. Like they never even got the chance to hit him. I keep thinking that Snuffy is the biggest unit in the game, when he's not, right? There's bigger bears in the woods. We have samurai giants, and we have tree giants, and we have ice giants. We can have the whole giant squad roll out. They should be able to hit him, right? He's pretty much at eye height, or he was before they were raised up off the ground and started spazzing out. You have got to be kidding me. Like, he's not even really fighting them. He just kind of floats over and stares at them as they're in pain. They're just writhing until eventually they die. This dude is seriously demented. Like, he just kind of floats around. What are you doing? Just killing everything, that's all. Giant squad down. I think it's pretty safe to say that melee units are just out of the question, right? Because it doesn't matter how many of them there are, or how big they are, or how strong they are. They all just get sent up on a post and left out to dry. So if we need to use ranged units, we might as well go big, right? Why don't I just call in a whole army of Zeus, the king of the gods? It seems kind of fitting, right? Because this guy seems kind of demonic. Maybe you guys can bolt him out of the sky. Just smite him, Zeus. Smite him with your lightning bolts that are missing and kind of, whoa, what? Really? I thought that would have been a little overkill. 10 Zeuses were about as threatening as a fork in a microwave. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, the firework archer is one of the strongest units in this game, and I am really hoping that we're gonna be able to take the Dark Peasant down a peg or two by sending him to space. Please, yes, perfect, he can't spear you from up there. See ya. Oh, he's back. Whoa, what? Well, they've put up the best fight so far. They keep distracting him, but every time he comes back from space, he catches himself and then kills a dozen or so of our guys. I don't even know if we're doing damage. He's definitely doing damage. We have so many little Hanzo kebabs. Oh, this is probably not going well, right? Guys, you gotta get him off the map. It's the only way, right? If we banish him from this world, but yeah, it's probably not gonna happen, is it? They also keep blowing each other up. They're good, but they're not smart. You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I think it's about time that we knock the Dark Peasant down a peg. We need all the arrows. And when I say all the arrows, I mean all the arrows, okay? I wanna blot out the sun. I wanna make my game lag. I wanna turn the entire arena into a giant cloud. And there's no way you're gonna dodge this, right? Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, I know this should feel like a victory, and it's pretty damn impressive to say the least, but at the same time, we spent what? We spent 42,000 to beat 7,000 worth of Dark Peasant. Doesn't feel all that good. What is happening right now? I had to get so many arrows I broke the camera when the game resumed. What is this? Oh, there we go, that's the normal camera. Never seen that before. As much as I love the spray and pray technique with a couple thousand small arrows, what if we try a couple of really big, really precise arrows? It always used to be the case that the ballista was the kryptonite of the Dark Peasant, because they do so much damage. All they have to do is get their shots off, and they should be able to pluck him out of the sky. Yes! There you have it! Just like always, and this time around we only spent 4,500. That's cheaper. We know how to beat the Dark Peasant now. It's always been the ballista. I gotta run that again. I gotta make sure that wasn't just a random fluke. I don't think it was, right? I don't even think they all hit him. Just a couple. All it takes. I'm sure if he got in range, he probably would have killed them all, but at the same time, the ballista hit him so hard they broke all his bones and turned him into a giant letter H. So I'm gonna say good job, ballista. Really makes me wonder if the catapult can do the same thing. Probably not. Right, the catapult isn't nearly as precise. They tend to roll up and shit the bed. Yeah, that's not what you want to do, guys. You just kind of poked him with balls. It's so weird seeing them fall apart and then balance on the spikes, but that's pretty much what I expected to happen. Ooh, what if we try something a little supernatural? What if we go with the mace spinner, cheered on by some cheerleaders? Cheerleaders won't stand a chance. But maybe a tornado could take down the Dark Peasant? Yeah, what? He started his tornado attack and got absolutely put in his place. That was wild. We're gonna try that again, except for this time with Dragon Ball Z rules. Okay, you're not allowed to interrupt somebody when they're mid-channeling their attack. It's very rude, completely unsportsmanlike, so you have to let them wind up. Oh, come on, really? Will somebody please create a tornado? Thank you. There we go, okay, and he's dead. He managed to kill all of his cheerleaders before getting sent up on the spike. Okay, so the tornadoes do literally nothing. I think Artemis is the only other unit in the game that has a similar price to him, and she might have a favorable matchup. If she can rapid fire arrows at him and keep him at a distance, then maybe she won't get taint speared? Nope, not quite. Well, if we're gonna try every other god, we might as well get Uller in there. I would imagine you can freeze a dark peasant, right? You must be able to. I'm not 100% sure if these axes are even gonna hit him. Oh no, they hit! And they stick. Oh, he's got one in his forehead. That looks like it hurt. And he's getting cold. Hey, Uller might be able to pull this off. I don't know if, yeah, there we go. So you can freeze him as well. You guys know I wasn't gonna end this episode without turning Vlad the Impaler into Vlad the Impaled. Only thing is, they don't cooperate all too well, so I get the feeling this is gonna look a lot more like a barn raising or maybe a cabin raising as opposed to a fight. Yeah, you see what I mean? We're all gonna group up, we're gonna raise all of our poles together and make this beautiful little teepee, and eventually we're all gonna be spiked together. This isn't even kind of close. There's also a couple of them that seem to be moving around at the speed of sound. I get like a glimpse of them and then they're gone. It's just a single frame of somebody falling in and out of existence. Are you still attacking people or not, Dark Pet? Oh, he's got one in his own butt. He got a taste of his own medicine, kind of, for a second there. Way to go, Vlad. You actually did something as a melee unit, maybe. Actually, it might have been just one of your posts flying off and when you died. Yeah, I don't think this is going anywhere. It's really hard to tell who's alive and who isn't, because they survive when they're on the spike. Everybody on the spikes is still twitching and making noise and dancing and clapping in some cases. Anybody alive? Nope, nobody alive. Fun fact, the primitive faction are looking for a new god to worship. Unfortunately for them, I am not in the mood to be worshipped right now. So instead, I am going to float around. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing right now. What is it space that does the spikes? It just says infinity in white font over a white box. I'm just gonna keep punching. You know what, we'll just keep doing our backstroke and hanging out, and stuff just seems to spike itself, so that's fine. Controlling a stupid flying unit is really difficult. What a first person. Oh, yep, it's not much easier. Nope. How do I spike? Where, spike button, please. Oh, there, is that it? Oh, I think that's it. It is space. I see, okay, that's the good stuff. So you guys just hang out there. Doing good? I think they're dead. Yep, that neck spin is usually the sign of death. Are you dead over there? Huh? There we go. Okay, I never want to see this thing again. But you know what, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, guys. And if there was ever any question as to whether or not the exotic faction was the most powerful faction in the game, even if it is modded, I think this is the nail in the coffin. Or at the very least, the spear in the taint. Whatever turn of phrase you prefer. And thanks so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.